Your Excellency, your commitment towards the development of human resource in Uganda cannot be overemphasized. From the introduction of UPE, USE, technical and vocational education, it is very clear that, Your Excellency, your leadership in government, but also in NRM as a party, has produced tremendous achievements and results that speak for themselves. I would like to restrict myself to the ceremony here on the presidential hubs, but I would like to remind all of us that His Excellency the President, through all the sectors, have made achievements which I want to thank all of you for being stakeholders in your different capacities. Thank you very, very much. I will make one point here, Your Excellency, before I invite you to speak. In Uganda today, Your Excellency, we have slightly over 400,000 public service jobs. At the same time, apparently, there are 45 million Ugandans. It is therefore not possible for all Ugandans to be employed in those 400,000 jobs. Your Excellency, therefore, as you have always guided us, the majority of the jobs are in the private sector. And as per our policy, our economy is private sector led. It is therefore timely, Your Excellency, that you conceive the vision of establishing the presidential skilling hubs in all the 18 sub-regions of Uganda to prepare all our youth and enable them to acquire the skills and competencies for the world of work. The students there, together with the parents, should be clapping very loudly now for His Excellency the President. Because the skills and competencies that you are acquiring in these presidential skilling hubs prepare you for practical hands-on as you leave this institution. With these skills, the students here can now create wealth and improve their livelihoods and those of their families. Looking at the programs in the curriculum, including fashion design, building and concrete practice, welding, hairdressing, bakery, shoemaking, etc. The chances of the graduates from the presidential industrial hubs across the country to create their own jobs or to join the private sector as employees or to employ others are 100%. The chances are 100% based on the demand of the skills and also based on the testimonies which have just been presented by a number of graduates.
Thank you so much on behalf of the parents and also on behalf of our Teso leaders. We say thank you so much. You have reduced the burden from us as your leaders. These children would be on us, but you have reduced this burden. And we want to pledge that for me in Serere, I am going back to meet the hub from Serere, the circle. They call it a circle. I'm going to meet them, support them, and encourage others to copy from them.
I had clean papers in the house, but they couldn't give me money in my pocket. But just in a short period of time, in 6 months' time, I would love to say, thank you, Papa, thank you, Papa, thank you, Papa, for where you have put me. For now, as we are talking, when I left home after completing my studies, I reached home, I sat with my musei. People could actually, I acted as an example to the rest in the village that see educated now. They are now useless people. Now when I reached home, when I told my Museveni that, please, Papa, I got this kill, I need your support. He told me, my son, I only have one plot for you. And if I give it to you and you misuse it, you should know where you're going to stay. Because that is your family, that is everything in you. The rest is going to be for my what? For my other sons. So he gave me that plot, I had to rent it off. The person gave me 1,800,000 because actually the whole village knew that I would not pay. When that person gave me that money, I bought a machine. So for now, as we are talking, I managed to get the other plot back to me. At the same time, I also have my own plot, which I bought in Kachumbala at 6,800,000 out of this very program. Whoever who's here, if you don't say thank you to our president and the State House Controller, meaning you are in the wrong place, because those are the people who have made me to stand before you today. In fact, I was nothing, but now I'm known in the village a welder.
After the course, I started doing a small business, and how I got that business, I got it on my own. First day I was called for a meeting, I got 30K. The second day I decided to sell off my 2 cocks I had. I got 40K that day. Then I had to put the money together. I called our master. I told him, Master, help me make a budget of 70K. He made for me that budget, sent me the materials. I started making the things immediately. The next day I sent only 2 pairs of shoes to my uncle's supermarket. And those shoes were bought immediately that day. That very evening, my uncle called me and was like, make for me 6 pairs of what? Shoes. And a pair, I was selling it at 20K because it was craft shoes. And he sent me the cash, like for the 6 pairs. I used that very cash my uncle sent me to top on the materials I had. Currently, as we speak, I am earning some good money. I am saving 4 village savings groups, and I save 40K per week. And by the end of I'm seeing, after 1 year, I can be able to get 3M, and that money can buy me the 2 machines. I'm targeting that.
We started UPE and USE.
Obuapugani tegia a program ni duweke rasho mana titai ni genon kere kwa pe UPE.
UPE, USE are supposed to be free education for the government schools.
Ide bala papa president ba rasho maningina titai no primary ne baka UPE kere no senior ne baka USE e rasho mana titai ainiwa kidwelo primary kangule jaso senior.
But some people bring back charges in primary schools of government and secondary schools.
Ido bobe jitunga mitele mete bobe wakidwa isirigin osomero ilu apugan lu primary kalo senior.
So that's how the children are dropping out of school.
Ido ngone pone eja taridu edo kwa na anyoru no somero eringe ngeta kine somero.
Sometimes when I get these obstructions, I think, should I go back to the bush and crush these people or what?
Ebala papa president beche sawa anyinge sungali totole take kiro ina petake omwe ngesibe araba bongoro kitui arabo biai.
Because they don't know, some of them don't know our history.
Nara iche otunga ngun mamejenete ne bunto ringesi kedapugani na ane jocholong.
When they see us putting on ties, they think we are nice people.
Ewa nchitunga lu totoleto inapeta nwapugani kwesenga ptosa tain ke disutin ewa mtosi bejoka kitunga lu mamejenete.
But I said, let me be patient. We shall see how to convince them peacefully so that they stop charges in government schools. These headmasters who bring back charges in government schools also work with parents' association.
Narai imwalimu lule poloktok somero ilu le yaito somero ilu isoma na rabo kwesi da kedelo yaito PTAs association aswa makirongun.
So I could sack the head teachers.
Ido tingese pedo alemar we prokyo somero imunara be teachers to maso amsine kesi ngun.
But what do I do with the parents? I can't sack them.
Ido dodo kwa na uriak, mamu sepera alemar uriak, neto kwa na pagel ne jai.
You cannot sack somebody from being a parent. He's a parent, finished.
Mamji pero alemar aurian to maso amuke na rauna aurian, era aurian. So tioniki dongi salemar aurian.
So that's why I decided to say, no, let me use another way of showing them that they are wrong. That's how I started this program of free training for skills now.
Ido nguno podi jaikse president tegi araina peta na itu tuoro no ratumunaka opone lijaro ni nekopana.
So I can't start it in every district. It will be too big.
Mam papa president pere tegi araina peta nu angini districta ipui districta mame pedo kwa en.
But at the zonal level, I have started them. Now, these skills we are giving here, we are going to add on more skills. Because when you acquire a skill, you should look at the market.
Ido muja pirianut arabachoa itedo kwa nona kronu sokoni.
Who will buy what I produce?
Ngai nyine losa gwel iboro kwa nali loso na swam.
Are they many in number?
Ipuitu wanguno wa ile number.
You can see that some of them have good market.
Program eitebe iche ejatare sokoni le jok anwagwele tiborongun.
So we are now going to, after some consultation, I would like them to add spinning and weaving so that you can make cloth. Not only a tailor, but also make. Then motor mechanics, you should be able to repair cars.
Akiro kwa nanu egara jete moniki ni motokan.
Ceramics, to make cups and plates and things like that.
Ido kwa na kiro no aswami asanin ke dikopoi to so maite lupe kwa na ngurude kure president one nyiko kina swamane.
You are now doing carpentry, but you should do more woodwork.
What I saw from the young people there, I realized the future is bright. We really have a bright future with His Excellency. Your Excellency, I want to thank you so much for the inclusive leadership that you have. The inclusive leadership in terms of you cater for the youth, you cater for the elders, for the women, you bring everything on the ground. We have PDM, we have a Myoga, we have skilling. We want to thank you so much. Your Excellency, as your humble Speaker of Parliament and a very proud daughter of NRM, we want to assure and promise you that we shall prioritize all the money for this kind of activity.